So, ladies and gents, Neill Blomkamp shuts down an entire interview because he was asked about Alien 5. What does this prove? Well, it's interesting. It goes to show the rumours about internal politics was probably right. And also, like, in fairness, he's probably sick of being asked about it. I get that. Maybe just release a script if you can, I guess. I mean, he's probably not allowed to, but yeah, that would obviously help. But it's interesting. He completely shut down an interview about it. I mean, this is a movie that loads of people were really looking forward to because it wasn't Ridley Scott. It was away from it all, away from David, you know, doing all the fingering and flute playing and, you know, not creating the xenomorph. So I can see why people want to know about it. I guess it's bittersweet for Neill Blomkamp because, of course, Neill Blomkamp clearly loves Alien. Sigourney Weaver really liked what he was working on. And it must be really bittersweet for him because he was clearly really excited about it. He likes the franchise. He was ready to go. They were location scouting. And then internal politics, rumoured, caused it all to fall apart and fall flat on its arse. So he's, I would imagine, torn between liking it, disliking it, wanting to talk about it, not wanting to talk about it. And probably just trying to focus on his career now. How it stands and where it's going. I guess it's like a quick analysis of it all. But hit subscribe if you're new here. Let's take a look. It's interesting. I mean, he literally just shuts it straight down. So let's take a look. Neill Blomkamp shuts down interview after being asked about Alien 5. I mean, pretty to the point, to be honest. So, yeah. For those that don't know, Alien 5 was going to be a direct sequel to Aliens. It was going to disregard Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Ripley would be back and Hicks. Concept art. There was loads of concept art. And a little bit more was revealed about it. And it was interesting. It was going to be like corporate espionage involved. Sort of like corporate terrorists as well involved. It honestly did look quite interesting. The way that they were changing and adjusting the xenomorph. Different xenomorph types and variants and things. It was full on. Like, it was a well fleshed out world from what we could see. And look, I don't like Neill Blomkamp's latest film. I mean, I haven't seen Gran Turismo. I don't care about Gran Turismo. But his film, Demonic, I really didn't like that film. It was just a glorified tech demo. I get it. You've got to make these things, or you feel like you have to make these things. Fine, whatever. But I didn't like it. I thought it was wasted potential. Give me a story about Catholic army men, like their own sort of like exorcist hit squad. That's cool. So, you know, I'm not like enamoured with Neill Blomkamp's work. I really like some of his work. District 9, for instance, really like District 9. Really like Elysium, actually. Had a great score as well. But I also feel like him playing in an established universe is a recipe for success. I honestly think his Alien 5 could have been really good. So, disappointing. And again, like, he proved that because it was fully fleshed out. Well fleshed out. But yeah, look, Ridley Scott decided to return to the franchise, direct Alien Covenant, and the plug was pulled. So it was essentially internal studio politics, which I think is dumb. Blomkamp has previously expressed how disappointed he was that his idea for an Alien film never came to fruition, and it's clearly still something he doesn't particularly enjoy talking about. Because during an interview with Uproxx, to promote Gran Turismo, the filmmaker was quick to shut down a question about the direction the Alien franchise is now heading in. So we'll have a look at that. Like, at the end of the day, a bit of professionalism from both parties, quite frankly. Like, Uproxx shouldn't have asked about it. He's there to promote one film. They probably would have been briefed on what he can talk about. And then they went off script. It's fair that he got annoyed. It's fair that the publicist wasn't very happy about it. As whenever I interview filmmakers or actors, I always make it a mission to get an agreement in that nothing's off limits, basically, because I like a free flow conversation. I don't like bullet points. I just like to have a chit chat and see where it goes. You know, long time subscribers of the channel will know, speaking of Alien, I interviewed William Eubank, who directed Alien inspired Underwater, for instance, right? Great film. We chatted for well over an hour and it was a great conversation, and the ability just to converse freely allowed a very good interview because you just go where the questions and the conversation naturally weaves to. Obviously, if you can, you know, hold a conversation, it makes a little bit easier. But so it's pretty unprofessional from Uproxx. They shouldn't have asked. But it's also fair to say, Neill Blomkamp, that, you know, people are going to ask because they want to know. So it's a difficult situation from both sides. I can see it from both sides. But here we have it. So Uprock said, alright, I saw Walter Hill came out recently and said Disney wants to go to a different direction with Alien. I enjoyed the production designs you posted on Twitter. And he says, yeah, it's hard to define how little I care about what happens with Alien. Again, bittersweet. I'm sure he's like, well, no, you're taking it in a direction I'm not interested in now, so piss off. He said, okay, well, Rock said, okay, well, I think you just defined it pretty well just for that statement. Yeah, so I guess I don't want to talk about that either. I want to talk about Gran Turismo, or we shouldn't talk about, sorry, I didn't hear that last part you said. Let's just focus on Gran Turismo. Pretty professional, to be fair, I'll give him that. So he's, Uprock's then pushed it even further and says, well, I mean, yeah, we did for 12 minutes and I had more about it too. We're not done yet. Are you still there? We're not done yet. You're done when people say you're done. Like, if they don't want to talk to you, you're done. And then he was like, yeah. And he goes, I did want to ask you about Mardenborough doing his own driving stunts. That's a pretty cool thing. And he goes, yeah. Okay, I mean, I don't know what happened here. Well, I mean, we were talking about Gran Turismo, which was interesting. Right, and I like the movie. We've spoken about it enough. I guess you have enough info. Well, no. And then the publicist chimes in that it might be time to end the interview. Alright, cool. I think so too. See you guys. Bye. Look, you know, I mean, it's awkward. But you got to think, right, like, he's probably in an office, maybe in an office with a publicist. He's there for like, I don't know, 5 hours getting these quick 20-minute interviews or 15-minute interviews, whatever it is. Probably by the fact that he said 12 minutes, we still got some time. It probably sounds like he's been there for however long, and every single person's probably asked about Alien along the way, and he's just sick and tired of talking about it. I can sympathise with that. That's quite frustrating. But goddamn, bit of a sore subject, eh? And I'm sure he's probably annoyed that Disney's got Alien now as well, because he probably won't ever get to work on it. There was probably a chance for him working on it under Fox. Well, there was, obviously, until Ridley Scott came in and disrupted all of that. What do you guys think? Interesting, nonetheless. A bit toys out of pram moment, but not massively. I can honestly see it from both sides. It's frustrating from both sides. But yeah, awkward. Very, very awkward. But yeah, saying, well, we're not done yet. No, you are literally done when someone says they're done talking to you. You can say you're having a lot of time, but you're still done. No one has to keep talking to you. So that was Uprock's. I think at that point, he was probably really done. Because they're saying you're not done. No, you're done. Like, he wasn't impressed and didn't want to talk to you at that point. Anyway, cheers, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Give the video a like and a share. Take care.